Good morning, everyone. Yes, welcome back to Dance Traders Hub. And it's your boy Dan here, as usual. So let's pray and then start off with today's session. Father, we thank you for this very morning. Thank you for the grace. Thank you for your love. Thank you that we are back here to grab the opportunity of this on the market to be able to make money. And at the end of the day, give you all the glory and honor. Father, as we come to this session right now, may you provide us with good signals, just like you did yesterday and the day before and the week before and months ever since we started. Father, we say thank you for all those signals and entries and exits that you've always provided to us. So even today, we ask of the same. Let us make money and give you all the glory and honor. We give you praise. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Right. If it is your first time right here, please go ahead and subscribe. And of course, you guys, as usual, you know how we do it. Let's hit that like button. Let's hit that like button so that YouTube can, push us also the YouTube algorithm. All right. So without any further ado, let's head to Crash 500. Crash 500. Right. So what happened to Crash 5 and did we make money? I think. Wait a minute, we're supposed to make money right here. What have I done? What have I done? Okay. So I made entries here where I wanted first. I mean the very first time to reach here, failed. Then when it came here, I think I was in class by then, so I was unable to enter right here. But those who remember how we wanted, what we wanted exactly all the way from there to here, we've achieved it. It has hit the TP level. So I don't know if you guys actually entered this asset from that very order block, because that was a significant order block and we had really anticipated that it was going to come there, and clearly you would have made the entry. So currently we are in a sell. Price has gone all the way back to that OB, but we may see it according to H4. Yeah, H4, not really. We can use H1. We can use H1 right there. It has gone all the way back to that order block right there. It's gone all the way back there to grab that liquidity. And now it's coming again into sales. It is starting again into sales. So now that we know that, let's remove all this, remove all that. All this has already served us. We delete all that. Delete that. Delete that. And this is H1. Let's look at H4. H4, we want to sell it. We've now grabbed, we've gone back to that OB right there. So we've grabbed liquidity right about there. So H1 hasn't given us an entry, but since it was just a liquidity grab kind of move, then one may actually look for sales at a lower time frame, and that's where I would actually be looking at making my entry right there. So right about now, M15 is showing me that it is overbought. That means I have a signal to sell this asset. So what do? I will wait for this move. I will wait for this pullback right about there. Why there, not here? That's the valid order block I'm seeing according to M15. This is not that much of a valid order block right here, so I'll be looking for something like that. And then make an entry, to start selling this asset once more. So right about now, I have no entry at all, and clearly you should be able to see that this level right here is tending to be a weak support level right about there. So you need to know that it cannot just break through like that. So it has to go back, grab some liquidity right there, and then come strongly with enough momentum to push. Liquidity, higher liquidity in the market provides the momentum, the high momentum. So you need to understand that. So that's why when there are few buyers and sellers in the market, you tend to see market consolidating or moving in a weird way with a lot of wicks and bottom views. So that's when there's few sellers and few buyers in the market. But when there is a lot of those guys, you see selling, you see a market being in a trend. So for instance, like right here, when it moved from here to there, everyone was waiting to buy it, and we saw that a lot of buyers entered the market more than sellers, and we saw that kind of trend like move all the way up there. And now when we reach there, we started to sell, but again we need enough momentum, we need enough sellers in the market, so we haven't got it yet, but we may get once price reacts back to that level. Then a lot of many sellers like us, retail sellers, retail traders, will be getting into the market, and hence increasing the liquidity in the market, and hence increasing also the momentum of this very asset to push all the way down below. That's what we'll be looking for. Enough of explanation. Now let's move to another asset. Boom 1000. Boom 1000. So for crash 500, I've told you we are waiting for that. Right now I can't tell you to enter, it will be a bit risky. But if it breaks down below here, then you can enter. But you guys know how we do this. We don't normally trade without a retest. Yeah. All right. Good morning, Levi. Good morning, Felix. Good morning, Shamin. Good morning, Robina. Good morning, Patrick. Welcome, guys. Please don't forget to hit that like button. Hit that like button. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right. So let's now head to boom 1000. Boom 1000. Boom 1000. So it's up to boom 1000. Yes, yeah, clearly yesterday we made that money. We first made the one here. Those who remember, like I told you clearly in the morning session, told you don't exceed from that trend line. When it reaches the trend line, you can see the pullback that happened immediately. But it, of course, it had hit my TP level right there. It had hit my TP order right there. And I entered, when it decided to reverse here, I entered the sell again, and I failed to close once more right here. It went and took me out on SL, but on taking me on SL, I knew that this was a time now we are starting heavy sells to push us all the way down below. So what did I do? I entered more entries to sell. So more entries to sell, I moved out right when it came to this level right here, when it came to around that level right there, because that was a point of interest, and you can see that when it reached that level, price reacted a bit, and then continued. So I reacted also from that level and took my profits from there, and that's how we made money yesterday. So congrats to anyone that joined this, engaged in these trades yesterday on Boom 1000. So right about now, market was actually so volatile and had enough momentum for sellers. Clearly it went and even exceeded the level we thought we would have a pullback from. So let's now look at what happened. Oh, it had enough momentum to break that structure right about there, and that is a H4 structure. That is H4 structure. That's weird. Very weird. Wow, that's weird. Just come to that fair value gap. So yeah. Hey, yes, I had explained that, and I had said I will not mark that for now, that fair value gap, because it was never mitigated. Right here, if you are looking clearly, right there, price never mitigated this fair value gap. It almost touched it, but it failed. So clearly it has come to it, but is that all, or price is coming all the way to this order block? So we'll wait and see what will happen later on. So let's first go to daily, and H1. First clear up these levels right here. They are no longer necessary. They're no longer necessary. Let's do that. Let's do that. Alright, now that that is clear, go to H1. This is not necessary. Delete it. That may be necessary according to H1. For now, this is not necessary. Now this right here, yeah, according to H1, it's still going down below. So let's have it here on M15. Yeah, M15 there's still some selling momentum to push price all the way down. So we can't rule out that it's going to come to that order block. So for now, I'm not entering this asset. I'm not entering this asset. Why? Because it's still breaking structure right about there. That was a broken structure, a retest. So price should be coming down again. So we haven't seen, this is a current lower high. That is a current lower high. So this current lower high on M15, if it gets taken out by the buyers, then you know that you'll be having a change of pattern. You start to anticipate buys, but as of now, it hasn't happened. So meaning we are still in a downtrend. We are still in a downtrend. So let's wait for that to come through. Right. So that is Boom 1000. I have no say more than that. Now is all I do is now to wait. Let's wait for an entry. Boom 500. Boom 500. So what's up with Boom 500? First remove yesterday. Oh, yesterday I entered buys here, was taken. Well, actually first went into profits. I don't know why I didn't close on reaching that TP level right there, the first TP level. I didn't even put my profits secure, put it to break even. You can see this was the whole move that went all the way in profits, but I don't know what happened. I was supposed to have at least go to break even. but I missed, so it came back and hammered me and went all the way down. So boom, 500. Let me see if I can recover yesterday's loss. So let's look at an option to recover. So what is happening? Let's first start from all the way to from weekly time frame. Yeah, okay, bounced off from that trend line. So daily, what is happening? Daily, we are trying to set for a buy trend. Although there is no momentum. I wonder why there is no momentum of buyers. Buyers are still skeptical to enter the market. Why? Because of H4. Okay, it's because of H4. The momentum, the structure on H4 is a sell structure. That is a downtrend kind of structure. Just a minute. So if that's a sell structure, we haven't seen yet any change of character. That means we cannot look for buys at all. So yesterday's buy was just to get back to that level, and clearly you can see that we had not yet seen any change of character. So this was never a change of character. That was like that's just a fake out or fake breakout right there, fake breakthrough right there. After doing that, clearly you can see that price started to sell once after reaching that same level. So you can see that is probably I don't want to give you terms that will confuse any. Let's move to this level right here. This is H4. We know that we've been selling. Why? Because of these levels, break of structure, and clearly this is a previous. This right here is a previous lower high, as it has not yet been taken out. So it means we have a low, we have a lower high. This is a fake one, so we can't. It's not a valid kind of breakout. So now I've seen something interesting. First delete this for now, because clearly this thing is trying to give us some games right about here. It's trying to give us some games. So clearly this is just a flag. This is gonna be a flag on the daily kind of time frame. Yeah, it's gonna be a flag. But on H4 it may not be a flag, it may be a channel. So either way, I want to use daily, and the reason why I want to use daily is I'm looking at this kind of move from all the way there to down below. It means sellers still have a say. They still have a say in this very market. They still have the momentum to push price back to that level, even to break out. Yeah, so for now, put it right about there. That is why I'll be anticipating price to come back to. So what do I do now? Now I see a range where price is trading within. I see a range. Now that I see a range, come to H1, look at it. Let's look at it. What is happening? What is this line for? Let's go and first put it there. Don't need it now. Delete that. Yeah, so according to H1, that is a range that we are seeing currently. So it means price is headed to that level. Price is headed to that level right there. That's where we are headed. Why? Price has come to that order block, mitigated it. So clearly I can enter my buy right about here and put my stop loss right here. I'll be looking for profits just about there, because I need price to touch the trend line right there. So that is one. You need to know that we are in an uptrend according to, we are trading within the range, but the general trend is a downtrend according to H4. We are still looking for sales. So if you're buying, you need to understand the dynamics that you're just going against the trend. So you need to act properly. But of course, looking at what we are doing within the trend right here, within the range right here, you'll clearly see that that was a change of character right here. This was a change of character and price has decided to come back to it. That's the reason I've made my entry. And now that even price is above my 10 MA, gives me another advantage. Yeah. So, going to M15, wait a minute. Don't tell me that it wants to first come back again here. It came to the fair value gap. I don't see it coming back. Yeah. If it comes back, then there is some kind of manipulation going on. It should not be coming back to this now that it mitigated that fair value gap. This is not that kind of an important order block. This is not that kind of an important order block. But then anyways, the market gives us what it wants. So who am I to just be rigid and do what? And just harden with what I'm seeing. So all I want is now to confirm. Where our first TP is gonna be. Let's look at where our first TP is going to be. Right. Alright, so your TP, your first TP would be just around this level, just there. Yeah, that will be your first TP. I'm gonna enter another entry right here, and that will be I'll be looking for my second TP right about here. Just like I had down at first. Just about there. All right, so that's how I'm entering this asset. That's how I'm entering today's buy trend. All right, that is Boomer 500. Now let's head over to Volatility 25S. Volatility 25S. Vol 25S. Vol 25S. Let's look at it. Did we make money? Okay, there's still a lot of confusion right here. Let's just delete everything that needs to be deleted. Why did I have that? This was not necessary. This was actually necessary. And now I can delete it. That can also be gone. Now, why did I have this? Let's go back to daily. or it was a pullback to that level. Alright, never happened. So it means this structure was invalid. This structure here was invalid. It had not been completed yet. It was not yet completed yet. So now that's why we had a weird kind of thing. So let's look at yesterday. I had told you we will be entering sales right here, but it kept on, right there. It kept on retesting, so it took me out right about there. But it had already gone in profits, so I had already covered some profits right here. Let me see. Yeah, some entries were here, some entries were here. So it kept on coming back, going up, but eventually it came to the sales just like we wanted. So this one here is something we have to look for a recovery. Anyone who made a loss on V25 yesterday, anyone who entered the V25S yesterday and made a loss, let me see in the comment section. We look at the recovery option. Yeah, this is coming here for sure. This is coming right here. But then before it comes there, why is it pushing back up? There's a fair value gap here, and I think that's it. It was coming to mitigate it. Yeah, let's go to M30. Any other significant level? Probably that order block, which is not that significant. Let's go to M15. We need to get yes. This one is significant right here. So it is coming right there. So now, once you get there, you come in with your sell to recover. The loss. But wait a minute, M15 is pushing more sales than right now. It's trying to push for more sales right now. Are we going to see that kind of pullback? Let's wait and see. Now that it went back to that fair value gap, and clearly you can see there is that kind of rejection right about there. So don't be surprised if it fails to get to that level. Don't be surprised. So how do we enter? If it happens not to go all the way up, then you want to enter when it breaks this kind of level right there. When it breaks that level, you want to make your sell entries to take you down below. But as of now, it's still hope for this kind of move, because that will give us some heavy and good profits actually for now. So right about now, I want to move to another asset. Now we know that this is coming to sell, but remember it is trading within a range. Oh, actually this may not even see that kind of move. They break and continue straight down below. So going back to H1, I want to remind you that this is just like a channel or a flag, which signifies that sales are still going on. So at any point, at any time, you will see price breakout and continuing. So right now, the reason why we are consolidating within this kind of pattern or structure is we need enough momentum, or as it grabs liquidity on those levels and what have you, we need enough momentum to push and break through that level so that we can come all the way back to this daily trend line. So it's going to be coming straight to that daily trend line. That's how we know it. and that's what is happening. We've been getting lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high right about there. So we need to see a lower low come all the way to this trend line, and we know that already we know that that's the structure that we have. So don't be caught off guard. Just know that sales are still in control. Sales are still in control. So please, when you're buying, know that you are buying the latest. The sales or the downtrend is what is controlling this asset as of now. V75. Chit chat, let's now get to V75. We need to finish in time today. Yesterday we almost did 2 hours. Alright, so let's see what happened. Okay, yes. First we had 2 levels of entry. We had this one and that one, but this price had something else figured out. It actually went all the way back to the fair value gap right here, which actually became a support level for us. So currently that's where price returned or reacted back to. So did I make an entry there? I think I did. Let me see. Yeah, I had my entries on this OB, and then I was taken out right here. That's weird. Oh yeah. This was break even. One entry was break even, the other one was just a loss. So I was taken out there, and that's how I missed out on making this money. Yeah, so at least I didn't lose like on V25S. So this one is not a big deal to look for recovery. It's not a big deal. It was small money. Of course, the jump 10 and what they recovered the loss on V25, but most of the times you need also to look at the recovery plan of that same asset. How do you recover on that very asset? But not revenge trading. Please never do revenge trading. Don't say this asset has taken my money, I need to get it back. Please, what happens to you, you will never forgive yourself. So you need to be just stay calm, stay cool, analyze. If you don't see a trade, don't force it. Just because the asset took your money doesn't mean you force a trade in chasing revenge. Alright, so now that we know that a price reacted to that level, let's just get back to H1, get to daily. What are we having? There's a lot of reaction there. That means that resistance is trying to hold up. If it is trying to hold up, it clearly tells us that there's a need to make a pullback, and clearly H4 tells us that there's need to pull back. There's need to make a pullback, but to where? Which level? Oh yes, this level was never mitigated. This order block here, and it is a significant? Not really. Let's go to daily. Let's look at for a significant OB that is likely to. This was mitigated right here. This is weird. Where do we anticipate? Okay, I'm seeing the one on H1. And I'm seeing the one on H1. This is going to be some weird. It's going to be some weird pullback. It's going to be some weird pullback. Okay, now that we don't have a clear pullback, I rather use my fib. Let me use Fibonacci to get my retracement level, and clearly this will be the one where I'm having this kind of OP right there. So let me look for something significant within that range. Go to H4. Yeah, exactly, that's what I hoped for, that very order block right here. So if I go to M1, I mean H1, then this OB right here, it is a significant one, so I can actually hold it up. I can do this. Yeah, so now at least we can follow up that and wait for a pullback there. Wait for a pullback there. I can delete that. And now we wait for a pullback there. Wait for a pullback there. Alright, so we haven't gotten a confirmation to sell yet. But we can clearly see that price is reacting from that resistance level. Yeah, it is reacting. Yes, right about here we had gotten like a confirmation, but it wasn't clear there. That was like a change of character right here. That was a change of character, but price came back all the way up. So right now where we are, I can easily enter my sales. Why? Let me see before I enter. H4 is overbought. I'm looking for sales. H1 is oversold. Looking for buys. That's weird. M30 is overbought. Looking for sales. That will be one. Now all this is confusing. No, I can't enter this asset now because of what it is doing. I will just wait for this is crazy. Please, if you can't see a trade in like 1 to 2 minutes, please don't force the trade. So this asset right here, please, it's weird. So please don't force this kind of trade. Don't force any sales at all right about now. Sales are not yet confirmed. And in fact, what I'm seeing according to M15, I'm seeing this kind of move. So please don't do it. Don't do anything that you're going to regret at a later stage. So this is what I'm seeing currently. I'm seeing that, and that is a clear continuation structure. So meaning it's coming all the way up there. So I can even delete this because it's not needed anymore. And that's what I'm seeing. So H1 and M15 are actually confirming with this. So that's why I'm saying this is very weird. It's not making sense. So you need to be just keep your cool until you have a clear structure. So for now, don't enter anything. Or in fact, what I can now sense is that it's going to continue breaking out because it's being held up right there. So it may continue breaking out there. So we will come back to it. By the time we come back, you will have seen something like this to break out. Yeah, we may have seen something like that. But all I want is something like this so that I can enter if I find such a breakout. If I don't find it, probably I get to see this kind of move getting back all the way to the down trend line so that we can have a clear entry right there. So for now, it's a no-go. V10, let's go to V10. V10, I also realized it is a bit slow. I also realized it is what? I also realized it's a bit slow, but it hit our TP level. It hit our TP level, V10. Those who traded V10 yesterday, congrats. Vol10 1S, I think. I don't remember how it's volatile. It's been a while since I last traded this asset, so let's get to it. What were we looking at yesterday? Yeah, we had that kind of structure, which was like we had that line there and this line down there, and then it gave us this other one. But clearly it hit TP level. Those who that was a TP level, and immediately after hitting TP level, it started to retrace. It actually hit it today morning. That's how slow it was. That's how slow it was. All the way from there, right about there. Those who remember, we entered this on real time yesterday. On real time. So that was a trend yesterday. But look at how slow it was. That's how slow it was. So anyways, let's give it a bit of some days. We see if it continues to be this very slow, then we will have to look for something else that is at least volatile. I love trading assets that are a bit volatile. Yeah. All right, so we can delete all this now. These are no longer necessary. This may become a support. Do we still need it? Not really. I can delete it actually. Yeah. So what is happening? This structure right here would be taking us to sales. Yeah, the structure that we have. So I can delete this now. Delete that. Remove history, and the structure becomes clear right there. The structure becomes clear from that level. All right, so this structure here is a sales kind of structure to bring us into continuation of the previous trend. But then then H4 is clearly showing us that we are oversold. We are oversold, but clearly we are still in a downtrend. Why? Because we haven't gotten any change of character. We haven't gotten any change of character. We haven't gotten a confirmation of a change of trend at all. So, which tells us that we are still looking for sales. But you have to remember that it came to that trend line right about there. Yesterday we were looking for this kind of move to sell to this all the way down below here. According to weekly, that is the structure that we have. That is a buy kind of structure or an uptrend kind of structure. And clearly, according to weekly, we are just touched the oversold level. So meaning we should be looking for buys according to weekly. According to daily, we should be looking for buys because of this kind of, when it touched that trend line, but it came down again. So I believe the buys highly anticipated, but we will anticipate them highly. It's weird. That would have been the change of character, but it's still holding. That level is still holding that resistance trend line. is still holding up, so we can't confirm right now. So it's a no-go, something that I don't clearly see properly. I'm going to just leave it alone for now. Clearly it's going to come again down. Remember, we had this structure to look at, price to come and actually first follow it through to respect the structure right there of that kind of move. Gives us a fake breakout, then later on comes again into buys. That's what is highly anticipated. According to daily, according to H4, that is what is highly anticipated. So for now, whatever it gives us right there is going to be just like a fake breakout kind of move right there. So whatever we have, whatever we get right there, in fact, I think this may not be even still valid right there. I think we may actually be looking for that one right there. We'll be looking for that one. So according to H1, get to that level, then come down. Then come down. But anyway, let's wait. So please, this is a no-go for now until the sales are confirmed. Until the sales are confirmed. You have to remember, this market is just joking with us. Now, something else has come to light according to M15. Look at that. Look at that. That is something weird now. This is all weird. This is all weird right there. This is all weird right about there. That is weird. Because that clearly shows us that price is actually going to look for this whole move right about there. It's going to look for that kind of move right there. Right there. From what I'm seeing right here, it has a possibility to go all the way up. And that was a change of character right here. That was a change of character right there. So for any entries, that means price will have to first retest that order block or fair value gap right here, or the fair value gap right there. There are going to be some good fair value gaps that price can react back to. So having seen that, I'm not trading this asset. I'm not trading this asset at all for now until the structure is clear. Yeah, so it is coming right there. It will look for a liquidity pool right there and grab it, then come down with sales to look for that. So now that that is a bit clear for me from what I normally look for, I will now wait for a pullback right here and enter my buys to take me right about there. All right. That is it on this is what V10 is becoming something also. It's very slow. Anyway, not slow like V50, but let's wait and see once we move out of this structure how it will perform. All right, that was V50. Let's now head to jump 25. Time is rushing. Time is rushing. 1 minute. All right, so jump 25. Let's wind this up. Jump 25. We've been buying, we've been in an uptrend. We reached that resistance level, broke it, but then we reached that level, started to come down again. So go to daily. Let's look at daily. What are we looking for? We haven't gotten a confirmation to sell according to daily. That means we are still in an uptrend according to daily. We need a change of character to confirm sales. Let's now head to jump H4. H4, we have a change of character right here on that very resistance level. and we see a pullback here to test this order block after the change of character. That's how the buys started, even though there is a low momentum. All right, so that's clear. Delete this. Now, yesterday, let's look at yesterday. Yesterday, we wanted price to come down below and hit that level. Did we make entries? Not really. That was immediate takeout. That was an immediate takeout, but clearly it came down just like we wanted and then hit the level that we needed. It did that all the way to that level, then went all the way up. So anyone who traded this, congrats, because that's how we had anticipated, and that was enough money for the day on jump 25. So let's look at today. This was a confirmed trade right there. So this level is according to M5, I believe. So that level was according to M5. Yeah, that was according to M5, and clearly it became a support, a weak support level right about there. Became a weak support level. So go to M15, do that. It became a weak support level, and let's go back to H1. That is a change of character, break of structure, retest, higher high there, came back, retested that level, that order block right there, and now price was supposed to be getting into buys again. But what is holding it up? Okay, I see a structure right here. I see a certain structure right there. I see that kind of structure right there. The highs and lows, profit there. So this is a fake breakout, but then it is holding, it's being held up there. That means price may be looking for this kind of move. Price may be looking for this kind of move to get back to that kind of OB on H1. On H1, that is possibly the level it's looking at getting back to. So how do we confirm that? Of course, CCI is showing us that we're supposed to be selling according to H4. And yesterday's move, we already wanted this kind of move. Yeah. So go to H1, delete this, delete that, delete that, and actually delete even that. Yeah. So let's have that now. So let's have that. We need price to come right about there. How do we make that entry? Now this is H1. H1 is still looking for, according to CCI and that change of character right here, we are in an uptrend according to H1. And then let's go to M15. M15, we are looking for sales. Yeah, that's for sure. We are looking for sales right there. According to CCI, we are oversold right there, overbought, meaning we're looking for sales, and price has reacted in that level several times. And which level is that? That is this very OB right about there. That is turning to be a resistance level. So let's now go to M5. M5, the sales are confirmed, but we always need a bit of retracement for us to enter clean, to have clean entry to push for that kind of sale. So do I enter now or I wait for a pullback? I rather wait than risking. I rather wait than risking having a big risk exposure. I rather wait. It may not reach all the way up there. It may just be about right there. It may just be about here. So I'd rather wait for something like that, and then to have a breakout. So all I do is now put my sell limit right there, and I just wait for when it gets activated. Jump 10. Let's wind up this. Guys. Let's wind up this. We've gone in our time about 2 minutes already in our normal time. So jump 10. Let's do this. What is happening? First go to weekly. We need that pullback. That's what we are looking for. That's what we are trading. So once we know that we are looking for that pullback, daily is still looking for that kind of pullback. So what do we have on H4? H4 is showing us that it is overbought. Weird. That is it. Is it something? Or there is a fair value gap. So probably according to H1, according to weekly, daily time frame, probably it is reacting, and it's going for that level only, that fair value gap. Yeah, and it is a significant level. Why? Because it is in premium. So now that we know that we may have started sales, we need a confirmation. Go to H1, delete all this. What are these? What was I doing right there? I don't have time to go into that. Oh yes, this right here was a move to take us right there in reach. So I need to delete all that. This was giving us that kind of triangle later on that we saw a breakout out of. So all that can now be deleted. Right, clear. Delete this for now. What is now happening? Pull back to that level. It means buys are still on according to H1. Buys are still on according to H1. Is it the same on M15? Yes. And clearly this is a change of character right here. So it means buys on H1 are still on, even though we are seeing sells coming in according to H4, but they are not yet confirmed. Because we don't have a change of character yet. So we continue with the buy trend according to H1 and H4. So how are we going to enter this? We don't have an entry yet, but probably it will make a retest back to that level, probably, or to some change fair value gap that will be created around that level or later on. So for now, no entry, but what we can say is we will be looking for buys to take us all the way up, where probably to the already order block that we needed, all the way right there, all the way there. So for now, I can delete this fair value gap so that the chart can be a bit clean. This can also be deleted now. I don't need it. Yeah. So I think that's it for us here on a jump 10. We will leave it at M15 and wait for a good entry. Don't enter right here because you face it up. These jump 10 and jump 25, they are big assets. They are quite big assets. Did we make any entries yesterday? Yeah, we made that buy there. The sell came back to break even and then took me out. But this buy alone, we covered the sell and even gave me some profits. So that was okay. I failed to close. This is weird. I don't know how I used to close, yet here I had my buy limit, but then the sales were in profits. I failed to close. I think I had put my TP levels right here. So it came to the fair value gap. So anyone who made money yesterday on this asset, congrats to you on jump 10. That sells, even the buy right there. The buy, I closed it because I think I was going out for some time, so I didn't want to keep running trades, so I closed them. I would have waited for that TP level, but then these are the trades I just failed to even put break even at least. So I missed on that, and that's how I missed making some good money on jump 10. But the good thing is I didn't register a negative on this asset. At least I registered some few positives. Yeah. All right. So that is a jump 10. We do now. What we do is wait. Probably this kind of pullback. And then we make an entry later on. But for now, please don't force any entry. You will face it rough. Right. Let's do the recap and call it a day. Let's do the recap and we call it a day. All right. So we started off with crash 500. We needed a pullback there to come in the sales, but there's some certain low momentum for that kind of move that we need. So this whole thing is a no-go for me. There's low momentum at all for buyers and sellers, meaning there are few sellers and buyers in the markets. So that's not a good market to trade. This is Boom 1000. We talked about, you guys made money there. So what are we looking at today? We want to look for buys when price breaks that level. So clearly we are still selling. So there's a possibility of it first coming right here. So come here and then make that kind of move. Why? Let's look at day H4. We are still looking for buys. We haven't gotten. Oh yes, we got a change of character actually. This would be the change of character right here. This would be the change of character right there. Yeah. Actually, it was here. The first one was here. Then broke out. Yeah. So we will be looking for sales. According to daily, we're supposed to be looking for buys because of the structure that we are in. But then what we are seeing according to weekly, this has to come here before we can enter more buys. So that's what we'll be waiting for. All right, Boom 500. Boom 500. Wait a minute. Why do I have a big stop loss? Why? So the buy is being gone against. I don't want this kind of big stop loss. Don't want this kind of big stop loss. Just put it right there. Let's see, I'll be looking at 1 to 2 and 1 to 3. 1 to 2 and 1 to 3. Yeah, those are my risk to reward ratio. So for now, it is giving us a retracement back to probably this order block on M15, on M5. Will it hold? So it has two levels. It has this order block, that fair value up, that order block. So which one is going to be first? We will wait and see about that. This is another level. One may make another entry from. We know that buys are coming in for sure. That's for sure. So that's why I'm keeping adding in more entries on on points of interest. So yeah, just be careful not to overtrade. Be careful not to overtrade. That is boom 500 there. This one we needed a pullback there to come or to break out and continue selling. So nothing has worked out yet, so we wait. The breakout has happened just like we had anticipated. Now the pullback, if this candle closes out, please make your entries to continue with the buy. Don't follow what you're seeing on CCI there, it will confuse you. Follow what you're seeing on M15, or you can still wait a pullback on M15 to confirm. So you rather actually wait for M15. V10 breakout has happened. Now we are seeing a pullback. A pullback where we want it to this level. Has it touched it really? Yeah. Yeah, some kind of level it has. Actually, it has not. It has not touched it properly, which gives us something to wonder about. So I'd rather wait for it. Price has gone back and touched the other trend line. So just, I told you this is a skeptical asset. Yes, we have this. We are anticipating to continue with the buy like that. But then you have to remember that it has been trading within the range. So it has touched the other upper trend line. Do we have an entry to continue selling? Yet we saw that kind of change of character here. That is some question for us there. But according to H1, we should be continuing with the buy. So wait for price to touch here this order block, and we come in with our buy entries. We'll see if that will work out. Jump 25, pull back there, then come in with sales. That's what we need. And clearly this has broken out. We are waiting for a pullback. We will be waiting for a pullback to this level, and then enter the buys. Enter the buys at a later stage. Enter the buys. So that's it. I think you guys will be able to get some entries. We've so far entered only one entry in real time, and currently it is in floating losses. That is boom 500. Currently it's in floating losses. We are looking for that kind of move. That's what we are looking for. So until then, if it comes against us and goes all the way down, I will accept my losses right here. I don't want to expose myself to more losses than this. Yeah, for now I will wait for this level. If it doesn't give me a push back into buys, then I might as well do what? Close the trades and wait for another entry. But that's it for today. Let's now keep waiting for such confirmations before we make decisions to enter the market. Otherwise, I'm looking at this being a good trade for on jump 10. So please, you can keep your eyes on jump 10. It's going to be a good trade once we have confirmation. Jump 25 is a bit skeptical, but I'm a bit skeptical about it. But it may be a good trade also if it gives us that kind of move right about there. The rest, they are all not moving in a good. All right, so this has closed out on M15, but then we need a pullback on M15 too after the breakout there. So if it gives us a pullback, a retest candle there, then you can make your entry, but it is also not moving accordingly. So yeah, that is it. Let's now call it a day. Remember that signals are going on. Subscription to Signal platform is going on. You can still register subscribe for the Signal VIP Signal platform, which is starting in March, and it is only for $15 per month, and have yourself be part of us in the Signal platform. But also in March, we still have our mentorship program. Yeah, mentorship program. The March class registrations started about a week ago, so you have an opportunity to register and learn to analyze like me and trade like me, get to know where to expect entries, exits, everything. Study smart money concept, study price actions, get to know all these terms that probably they may be confusing to you, the fair value gaps, the valid order blocks, everything that we're talking about here. You can get to know about them a lot in a deeper way if you register with us for that class, the mentorship class, training and class, training and mentorship class for March. Otherwise, let me wish you guys a good day, happy trading day. See you tomorrow same time. Bye bye guys.